What's good, guys? It's AJ, and I know it's been a while since the last Wi-Fi battle, but we have an OU match here against MistahImprov from the Smug Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I'm using Joey's old sand team from like 4 months ago, or some shit like that, and my opponent's using a standard rain team with the dedicated core in the form of Verathorn and Tentacruel, Rotom and Scissor Volt Switch combo, no Volt Turn combo, and defensive Politoed most likely, and Subrus Kyurem is how I saw it. So yeah, actually I'm gonna lead off with Celebi predicting the Rotom first turn because Rotom is it's a pretty ideal lead. So I don't know if he predicted that, but he leads up a Kyurem, and on the off chance he may have what's it called, like choice specs or scarf ice beam or some shit like that. I'm actually gonna go into Jirachi as he gets up the free sub, which isn't a problem because I can just iron hit it. I know that earth power can't kill me, so I'm not too worried. As now he actually goes for earth power. As I said, I'm tripping, man. I'm so bad at narrating, but yeah, super effective damage. And over here, I'm actually gonna predict him to switch out into something that can resist Iron Head. So he only has Politoed, Rotom, and what else, Scizor and other stuff that like can resist Iron Head. So our Magnezone has the coverage to take out any of those Pokemon. So over here, he's actually going to go into Rotom, which appears to be special defensive. I assume by the way he took the specs, timid Volt Switch. And yeah, now I'm just going to go straight into my Keldeo for the switch initiative. So yeah, hit it with a Secret Sword and it just dies. So yeah, I'm a special Keldeo. Just knows that. So yeah, that's all you need to know. So I don't know why he goes into Tentacruel now. I mean, switching into it would have been ideal, but then again, what else? What can you exactly do to a Keldeo other than hope for a burn or toxic it or some shit? But he just stays up the toxic spikes. As I switch into Magnezone and go for the Volt Switch, as he switches into Ferrothorn to take that, I'm actually gonna go into my Tyranitar right here. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of banded. So yeah, it's gonna do a lot to anything that pretty much comes in on this superpower right here. So over here is actually predicting the Fire Blast, because why else would you bring a Tyranitar against a Ferrothorn? But no, it is a banded superpower coming his way. So I know that does about 50 or more percent, but as you can tell, this Politoed is really like physically defensive. So yeah, I believe that's a low damage roll or some shit. It would have done a little bit more if it was like the regular damage roll. But yeah, after leftovers and the drops, I know I cannot take it out even though I had speed. So yeah, just it's simple shit. So he's actually gonna go into Scissor right here. As he predicts the Celebi switch, I have to switch up because it's not a favorable matchup for me, and I'm actually gonna switch into Landorus, so I can intimidate. So it's an intimidate check, so he's gonna go for that U-turn. Doesn't do anything. I'm assuming that's banded because I don't know. I just usually assume that scissors are banded or swords dance or some shit. So in any case, I'm actually gonna go for the U-turn here as he goes into Politoed. I get a little bit off, but it's not gonna be enough, I believe. So I'm actually gonna have to go into my Celebi again, because from that range, I thought that Tyranitar was whatchamacallit, what could have killed it. I mean, yeah, with the superpower. So the only reason why I'd want to go to this, go for the superpower on the Politoed is because he does have a Ferrothorn. He could switch onto a Crunch and just all that fucking like choosing and prediction bullshit. So I'm actually gonna go into Tyranitar now. He actually does not switch out, fearing the Giga Drain or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I believe I don't even know what was going on here. I think he predicted me to switch to T-Tar because I thought that the only reason why you'd stay in, because I went for the Baton Pass, right? So he'd go for like the Ice Beam or some shit. But yeah, that's not the case. So I'm actually gonna go for the superpower here. After I calced it, I was just like, yeah, now it does 50 or more percent. So if I got like a low damage roll, I would have been like really upset. But that's not the case, and right now I'm pretty happy. So yeah, he's actually gonna go into Scissor right here. I'm gonna go into the Intimidate check again, Landorus T. So taking some U-turn damage, but it's not a thing because I got the leftovers and everything. So two U-turns bring me down to two U-turns bring me down about 100 points of HP. So it ain't a thing. I mean, his Kyurem is being nullified. His Kyurem's leftovers are being nullified by the sand, and mine aren't because, you know, typing and shit. So over here, I didn't really care what happened. I just wanted to keep my Jirachi because, you know, it does have the healing wish. And you know, Landorus isn't much of use to me anymore because the rocks won't really do much to his team, especially you know, sub Roost Kyurem is meant to just stay in and shit, so it's not gonna be switching out too much. So I didn't find the rocks too important. So over here, I'm actually gonna go for the healing wish as he actually goes for the switch in the tentacles. So I'm actually gonna bring back my whatchamacallit, my T-Tar back to full health, but it's still gonna get poisoned because of the toxic spikes. But the reason why I chose T-Tar is because kyurem-b, not kyurem-b, Kyurem is a threat. So yeah, I know that even Bandit T-Tar in the sand can handle it due to its defense, special defense raise in the sand. So yeah, plus Earth Power isn't stab for Kyurem. So yeah, anyways, I'm actually gonna go into Celebi here because I want to dodge that Scald and you know, just have the good matchup against whatever he has up right now. So, you know, Tentacruel, all this kind of business with Celebi and everything, it's obvious that I win this kind of matchup. But he actually stays in. I really don't know why. I mean, you have 2 steals, but at the time I forgot I was reusing Joey's team because I thought I was using my old Sand team with Mama Swine because I wasn't actually looking at the DS. So I was just like, you know, I don't have a, like, in my mind, Maggie was never an option because I wasn't thinking about it. So yeah, when I realized what I could switch into or whatever, I had a Magnezone in my party, so that's the reason why he wouldn't switch out into steals. And yeah, that's what I was wondering. So I don't know, this is a terrible narration, but I'm not gonna do this shit over again. But yeah, I'm actually just gonna knock it out with the next psychic, figuring that now since I have a Magnezone, he's not switching out. So anyways, the most like optimal or the most reasonable thing that I thought in my head at this point in time was to just sack Celebi and get a free switch into Maggie. So yeah, I think I pretty much won it from here as long as I have T-Tar at more than half, way more than half, about 75%. I think that's safe. And yeah, I know I'm just gonna be able to break the subs with Kyurem subs with Psychic because I do more than 25%, and you know, it's not gonna be gaining any leftovers because of the sand. So I'm in a little safe position here. My opponent basically has a choice of like subbing down or some shit, and or roosting, that's an option too, or just killing me off. But yeah, as I said, I'm just waiting for him to kill me. I'm just using Celebi as a death fodder, and just to get more damage off. But yeah, I get a special defense drop. Obviously it does not matter because the rest of my Pokemon are gonna hit it for physical type damage or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, he's obviously gonna switch out here because, you know, he doesn't see, he's gonna kill me off here and then switch out because he doesn't see the matchup going down here. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna switch into what, I forgot now. I had this game today, but it's so late right now. Oh yeah, I still have Keldeo. Okay, so basically I still have Keldeo. I'm actually gonna go straight for the Secret Sword there, kill up the Ferrothorn in 2 hits because, you know, Ferrothorn can't handle Evo Keldeo, you know. So yeah, that's the case, and I barely miss out on the kill. And yeah, next turn I'll be able to knock him out. So yeah, yo, I've been talking too much, yo. This feels so weird. I haven't done this shit in so long, as in like tried. But yeah, he's actually gonna bring in his Scizor in now, and I'm actually just gonna go straight for the Hydro Pump. I fucking missed, which is pretty unfortunate, but in the long run it did not matter because I think endgame was T-Tar. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring in my Magnezone here and kill it off with an HP Fire. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I don't give a fuck. And you're probably thinking, what kind of gas nickname was that? Or what kind of gas nickname does this Magnezone has? It's just a name backwards, so don't hate. So yeah. Shit. Now he's gonna bring his Kyurem. I'm hoping that this dude does not like stall out with substitutes and just kill me already because you know, I mean, I'm obviously gonna break the sub, and I'm always going to be able to get that damage off on you before anything. So yeah, T-Tar has the end game. This game is pretty much over, and he does not crit me. Spoiler. So yeah, Good game, Mr. Improv. I believe I have one more upload um, until I actually have to go Wi-Fi battle again. So yeah, I think that one's gonna be against Revenge Boys again in UU. So look out for that. Rate, comment, like, and subscribe. Um, and sorry for a shitty narration, even though it's the first time I came back in a Wi-Fi battle. So yeah, hope you guys can just let that slide, and the next one's gonna be better. So yeah, you guys take it easy.